What's up, students? All right, just a minute, I'm coming. Okay. All right, guys, how are we? How are we? How are we, guys? I do hope that you're perfectly fine. All right, guys, I gave you work. I gave you work, and I've seen about over 15 people. They have submitted. They have submitted work. Okay, they have submitted the work. Actually, I've marked about 11 so far. Okay, if you haven't, let me say, submitted your work, make sure that you do as wise so that I check your work. Like we always do, don't remember, don't forget actually. Let me say to submit work because work is very much important because it clearly shows you how you are performing actually. All right, I've seen 3 people have joined. How are we, guys? Good morning, actually. How are we, guys? How are we? How are we? Let us greet each other. Okay, I can guess Mrs. Daka is here with us. Okay, how are we, guys? How are we? Who has texted me? Right. Guess this. Hello, guys. Okay, Mrs. Daka, I'm a good guesser, right? I am okay. How about you? You submitted the work, right? You submitted the summary work, right? You were the third, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think you did. Right. All right. So like let me say like I said in the group saying that this video I will be just revealing, let me say, the points which you guys wrote. You will be noticing now. You'll be seeing yourself saying that okay. You will be checking actually. You'll be seeing the points which you wrote if they were correct or they were wrong. All right. So let us start. Shall we start, Mrs. Daka? Are you ready? Are you ready so that we start releasing some points? Releasing some points. With me. All right. Let us start. Before we even start, how confident are you? Let me say out of 10, how confident are you when it comes let me say the to the points which you gave? All right, how confident are you? Are you going to get everything correct, or you're going to Hmm. Because here, once you just get at least let me say 4, 5, 6 correct, then you are doing well. You are doing very well because writing is very much interesting and also very much easy. What matters a lot is you coming up with the points or you noticing the points. Yes, Mrs. Daka, how confident are you out of 10? Rate yourself. Rate yourself. Rate yourself. Rate yourself. Out of 10. Rate yourself before we start. All right. So I gave you, let me say the 2024. Are you sure? All right. So I gave you the 2025. So I gave you guys the 2025 what? The 2025 internal. I gave you guys the 2025 internal. Let me say, I gave you guys the 2025 internal. Let me say, summary. I gave you the 2025 internal summary. Okay. Okay, I only wanted the points. Okay, only wanted the points to just give me the points. Okay, I gave you an assignment in the group saying that okay, this question which I'm giving you, I only want you guys to look for me the points only. Don't write the summary. Okay, you must not answer the summary. I just want you to give me the points. You should be finding the points by yourselves. That's what I requested from you guys. That's what I requested from you guys. I want to see how you did it. A minute. A minute. I'm coming. All right. Mrs. Daka, is the red marker visible enough? Are you able to see? Is the red mark okay? Is it way too visible enough? Are you able to see? I'm even yawning. Imagine, I haven't slept. All right, perfect. Let us start. All right, so number one. Okay, so number 1 point. So now here, let me just write points here so that it will be way too easier for others who haven't joined to see what you're doing. All right, so points now. So number 1 point. So actually, let me first read the question. So the question was like, according to the passage, what are the long-term complications of diabetes? According to the passage, what are the long-term complications of diabetes? All right. So here in this case, they want what? The long term. They want the long term complications. Take note, the word complications simply means the problems, okay, that results as a result of having the same disease, the complications. All right, so the long term complications of the same diabetes. So actually, paragraph 1 reads, most people with diabetes think that they will never develop long-term complications of the disease. They rationalize that they will surely have early signs and symptoms before they develop these terrible complications of diabetes, or they assume they will take medication that they will reverse this disease. Then 2, medication can show the process of control symptoms, usually does not get to the root of the problem. The National Institute of Health, NI, states that diabetes contributes to the vascular disease and heart disease or heart attack. Vascular disease is the disease of blood vessels. Long-term elevated blood sugar eventually accelerates plaque formation in all arteries of the body. Then paragraph 3. Another disease caused by diabetes is clogging of the arteries, especially in the feet and legs. In the course of time, patients no longer feel their pulse in their feet, and they become susceptible to sores that take long to heal. Subsequently, long-term diabetes causes hypertension, which is high blood pressure, and high cholesterol medication. Okay, so along with aggressive risk factor medications such as blood sugar control is usually needed to help people with such a healthy condition. It also leads to a stroke. It is sadly noticed that patients develop slurring of speech, numbness, and weakness on one side of the body. In addition, long-term diabetes results in eye disease and retinal detachment, and consequently in retinopathy, which is loss of vision and eventual. This condition is common to diabetes who have had the disease for more than 10 years. So take note, guys, whenever you are handling a summary, the first key thing you have to know is that you have first, at least, guys, you have to read. First, read. So the first key thing which you have to do whenever you are handling the same summary, you have first to do what? To read. Read at least paragraph 1 to paragraph 2. So this is what you have to do. Mr. Nyambe, how are you, my sir? How are you? I hope that you are doing very well. I hope that you are perfectly fine, sir. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. Yes. All right. So, guys, is that whenever just you hear summary, the first key thing which you have to put into consideration is that summary, you will be given, let me say, a long passage. Okay, you will be given, it can be a story, okay, or it can be just be, let me say, something relating to people or just the environment, anything. Okay, so summary can be about they can give you a story, let me say, relating to anything. That's how it is. All right, so now the first key thing, at least before you start even answering the same summary, you have first to do the following things. You have first to do the following things. At least read paragraph 1 to paragraph 2 so that at least you have a clear understanding of what the same summary it's all about. So at least try to read at least paragraph 1 to paragraph 2, or let me just say 3, so that at least you try to understand what the same passage it's all about. Okay, don't be tempted. Okay, do not be tempted to read the question first. At least try to read paragraph 1 to paragraph 2, at least, so that at least you have that understanding of the same process, of the same passage. Mrs. Daka, are we okay? Have you gotten something? We have said that once you hear the word summary, okay, you'll be given a story. It can be a passage about anything, okay? Then now the first key thing, you are first to read paragraph 1, paragraph 2, or paragraph 3. All right. So once you read this, you are going to have an idea of what the same passage is all about. Do not be tempted actually of wanting to look at the question first. At least first read the passage. Once you read the passage, then you're going to have let me say, the idea of what the same passage is all about. So now let us move. Then point number 1, take note, the question here is simply demanding, the question is simply demanding us to do what? To mention, or rather to list down, some long-term complications. Take note, the word complication simply means the problems that will result as a result of what? Diabetes, which means sugars. Now let us move. So let me say the point. Okay, there's this point. Hope you wrote it. This one. It was saying it also leads to a stroke. It also leads to a stroke. Mrs. Daka, did you? So our point number 1 is this one, which says it also leads to a stroke. Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you by all means mention this point? Did you? All right. So you start counting. So it also leads to a stroke. So this is how it was supposed just to be gotten from the passage. But whenever you're writing, you must not write it exactly the way it is. I told you guys that don't copy the exactly points, okay? You must not rewrite the exact point in the what? In the passage. You have to summarize it. Take note here, how many words do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 what? Here we have 6 words. We have 6 words. So whenever you are writing, you want now to put this in your summary, you must not write everything here. Summarize this point. How are you going to summarize this point? When you summarize this point, at least you must have what? Less than 6 words. Have less than 6 words. That's what it means to do what? To summarize. So once you get a point, you have to make it smaller. So take note, we have 6 words here. Okay? We have 6 words. So in short, in a summary now, you are going just to say it. You can simply say it causes stroke. You have seen, okay? You have seen, okay? Here there are 6 what words, but here I'll just say it causes what? Stroke. Or I will simply say stroke. Okay, but at least whenever you will be expanding, okay, so whenever you will be, let me say, writing the same let me say summary, you have first to know how you are going to bring it. Okay, take note, the conjunction words, they are going to help you on how you are going to connect them. Before we even start writing, I want you guys to be safe whenever it comes to getting the correct point. If you know how to get the correct points, it will be way too simple for you to do what? To write. All right. Mrs. Daka and others, I hope we have gotten something here. So this is the point. This is how it was supposed to be gotten exactly. You underline it like this. Then afterwards, this is how you're supposed now to write it in your answer. So how many words? We have 6. Now it causes stroke. Take note 3, or you can just say stroke. But take note, I will be teaching you now how you can put them now in a proper summary. All right. Mrs. Daka, are we safe here? Should we go to point number 2? Should we go to point number 2? Right, should we go to point number 2? Should we go to point number 2, guys? All right. Number 2 point, I hope you wrote something relating to this. Take note, we are looking at the long-term, let me say, complications, or rather problems. Okay, so the other complication here, actually there were a lot of, let me say, points here, but you have just, okay, here we also had this kind which says kidney. We also have this point which is kidney what? Kidney disease. Kidney disease. Okay, kidney disease. And also they even mention a disease actually, which is kidney failure. Okay, they also mention kidney failure. They mentioned kidney failure. Did you, Mrs. Daka, did you, concerning this point, did you? Kidney failure. So one of the complications of long-term diabetes, they can lead to kidney disease, or they didn't mention, to be specific, they said kidney failure. All right, perfect. Then the other point, congratulations, by the way. So here it's 1-0 now. So now it's 1-0. Okay, then the other point, hope this one you also wrote it. All right, so here the other point, it is this one, which says vesicular. So the other point is called vesicular disease. So take note, once you have a longer point, let me say you want now to get the point, you have seen the point, now the point, it is hidden. Okay, it is hidden. You just underline it the way it is, but make sure whenever you are rewriting it, you have to make it smaller, like what we did there. So we have vesicular what? Vesicular. So this vesicular disease and vesicular disease and let me say heart, and heart what? And heart disease, and heart disease, or even here they said or what? Or heart attack, or heart attack. Okay, this point, did you? Vascular disease and heart disease or heart attack. This point, did you? Actually, it was in paragraph 2. Did you concerning this point? All right, you move. Then the other point here, then the other point seen here, we have this one, which is they have said another common complication of diabetes is this one, at erectile dysfunction. Did you concerning this point? Did you erectile dysfunction? Did you this point? Concerning this fourth point, did you? All right, congrats. Then the other point here, then the other point was this. Then the other point here was this one, which was saying eye disease, and retinal detachment, and retinal detachment, and retinal detachment, and retinal detachment. Concerning this point, did you? Eye disease and retinal detachment. Okay, and consequently in retinal whatsoever here saying the point is way too big. All right, you got it. Okay, so here, then the other point being noticed here is this one, dental. We have dental disease. We also have dental disease. Did you? Concerning the part of dental disease, did you? Concerning the part of dental disease, did you? Congrats. And also right, and okay, and also this point, which is way too clear enough, and this point, which is hypertension, which is hypertension and high cholesterol, Okay, this point, did you? Did you concerning this point? All right, congrats. All right, so congrats. So now from the clear 7 points, how many did you get? Because these points, they were too clear in the passage. They were just straightforward. They were just way too straightforward. These points, they were just way too straightforward. So out of 7, how many did you get? How many did you get? Okay, there's also this one. Did you get it? It also gives a rise to to pregnancy complications such as abortion and even the death of the mother. Did you even see this point, which talks about the abortion and also the death of the mother? Did you see this point? Did you also write this point, which talks about the pregnancy complications leading to abortion and also the death of the mother? Did you also see this point? Mrs. Daka, did you see this point also, which talks about okay, what of this other point also? There's this other point which talks about the, where is it, where is it, where is it? This one at the diabetic neuropathy. There's also this other point which says long-term diabetes eventually culminates in diabetic neuropathy. This is a condition in which the nerves are adversely affected. Diabetic neuropathy. It's a point as well. It's a point as well. Diabetic neuropathy. It's a point as well. All right. So like the way it is here. Now after having your points, after getting your points here, you have to be a little bit careful, because here, like the way it is here, like how these points are, okay, like these, like how these points are, what are we going to do exactly? After getting these points, there are some points here which they are related. Some points here are related, whereby they simply talk about one thing, okay? There are some points here which are related. You cannot over split them, okay? Because some points here, they're simply talking about what? One thing. So you have now, after listing all your points, it is very much important whereby now you start identifying, okay? You'll be getting now the points to let me say, you get a point and also the other point which talks about something related, okay? That's what it is. But the point which stands alone, leave it the way it is. Best example, kidney disease, kidney failure. This one, this point, it stands alone. This point stands what? Stands alone. Okay, so this point is just alone. Okay, so we have also this one at erectile disinfection. This point stands alone. Okay, but there are some points whereby even this one dental thingy, this point stands alone. Okay, this point is a single point on its own. So dental, anything relating to dental alone, kidney failure alone, erectile disinfection, it stands alone. Then now when you talk about something, look, once you talk about something relating to heart disease or heart attack, hypertension and high cholesterol, so these, they are kind of related, okay? They are kind of related. I think you have noticed that there are some people who end up saying that in Chinyanja ati osadya basaladi imwe ati muza ati muzamba ni problem yachani ya mutima, something like that. Okay, so hypertension, which is the same high blood pressure, so hypertension and high cholesterol, then also relating to vascular diseases and heart diseases or heart attack, this can be kind of be twisted to be one, okay, because they are talking about something relating to cardiovascular, the heart, okay. So it's very much important that at least these, the other points, they can be are related to be one, okay, they can be touched to be one, okay. I'm going to help you on how we can bring them together, okay. My main focus here is to see how smart you are. You will be getting the same points, okay. So this, it can stand alone, this one, it can also stand alone, but this, they are kind of related. This one, diseases thingy, heart disease thingy, and also this high cholesterol thingy, it can be touched to be 1. So do this, so something, this one, these two, okay, kinda are related. Then now, okay, eye disease and retinal, so this one also stands alone. Okay, so these 4 points, so 1, then 2, then also, so 1, 2, then okay, the 3, then the 4 dental thingy also stands alone. Then also even this one of the stroke thingy relating to something cardiovascular, okay, relating to that, okay. So my main interest here is to see how you'll be getting the points. Then concerning the part of writing, I'm guiding you. My main aim here it is just to see how good you are. You'll be getting the what? The points. Okay, that's my main aim here and my main focus. Take note, whenever you'll be getting the points in summary, some points are related. Some points are what? Are related, that's what they are. Whereby this point and the other points, they'll be simply talking about one thing. Okay, you must not list them as one. You can simply bring them together, you make them as what? 1 point. That's what summaries, summary points are. Okay, so some points they can simply stand alone, some points they can stand alone, but other points you just have to bring them together so that at least you just come up with a what? With a proper constructive sentence. That's what they are. Take note, we will be joining these points, we will be connecting these points using coordinating conjunction words, not subordinating. We'll be connecting these points using the words like and as well as including all. So take note, I will be guiding you on how now you can join this and also how you can notice or you can know related points. Mrs. Daka and others, how are we? How are we kind of safe here? Have we gotten 1 or 2 things? Take note. These points which you normally get, guys, some points are what? Are related, okay? They do belong to the same family. They do belong to the same family. It doesn't mean that once you have smaller points or many points, then those are the points you are going to have many marks. No. Some points are related, okay? They belong to one family, whereby it's high time that you do what? You attach them together. That's what they are. So that's what they are here, guys. I hope one has okay. Kalima, how are you? Madonna, how are you? Okay, so that's what they are, guys. Okay, take note, whenever you be listing the same points, some points are related. They do belong to the same family. Okay, don't feel guilty. Okay, do not feel guilty saying that, okay, at that other point I didn't see it, that other point I didn't. No, you know what, some points here are related. Some points here, they do go to whereby someone can end up even let me say saying that I had 10 points in my summary. Okay, someone will even start bragging saying that, okay, I have I had 10 points, I had 12 points. No, some points, see, they simply talk about one thing. Okay, they can simply be talking about one thing, whereby the first point and the second point, they're simply talking about one thing. Okay, so this, it will be considered as what? As 1 point, not 3 points. Okay, let me say best example I can simply give, let me say whereby there is a, let me say, the first point, the second point, and the third point, they are simply just talking about the skin. Imagine you see, the first point is, it's like rashes. Say the other one, it will be like let me say it will talk about something related like to pimples. You'll be like you see, I hope you can get my point there. There'll be some points whereby they are in the same basket. Okay, they are in the same basket. They are coming from the same source. Okay, they are not different. Okay, but there are some points whereby they are totally away. Okay, they are away. Best example, we are talking about the skin. We've talked about, okay, pimples, rashes, because these, they do happen or rather occur where? On the skin. Now over the side, then someone ends up mentioning let me say at eyes. So be like, we're talking about the skin. Now, eyes are separated. Okay, these rashes, pimples to the skin, they do belong to the same family. But eyes, speaking of the legs of the heart, be like, now we are entering inside now. So Madonna, uh, and others. I hope something has been gotten. Okay, don't feel, let me say disheartened saying that I added this to my points. I only got this. No, some points are related. Okay, you can have 8 points. You can have even 10 points. But take note, two or rather 3 points, they may be talking about one thing, so this they will be gotten as 1 point. Okay, whenever you be writing the same summary, it will be attached together as 1 point. Wonder I say that most of the time your summary must cater at least 6 to 8 points. Okay, most of the summary they must cater, or let me say summaries, they must have at least 6 to 8 points. All right, why do we say so? Because there's some points are just repeated. Okay, they're just talking about one thing. Okay, they're just talking about one thing. Okay, that's what they are. Whereby you be like, you keep on getting the points. You be like, this point, the points which you are getting, they're simply referring about one thing. Okay, so summaries, most of the summaries, okay, their points are from 6 to 8. That's what they are. Okay, because some other points they may be so repetitive. Okay, that's what they are. I hope something has been gotten. Guys, are we okay? How are we? Are we okay, guys? I do know that others, they were so worried, saying that that other point I've missed it. No, it's let me say it's normal. Okay, it's well normal that you can end up forgetting, let me say, 1 point. Okay, it's normal. All right, but at least try to notice as many points as possible. It's way too normal there, because I do understand, but whenever you be writing, comprehension will be waiting for you, rewrites they'll be waiting for you. So there's that thingy, okay, of pressuring yourself, saying that okay, you are running out of time. Okay, but at least, guys, what I can simply advise you is that once you get the same points, look at the same points. There are some points which are related. Those points which are related, start grouping them. Start getting them as one, one, one. You get this point, then now you try now twist it into a single point now. Okay? And whenever you are doing the same thing, make sure you must not tamper with the meaning. Don't worry, since you are under my WhatsApp tuitions, you are safe, guys. I will be teaching you, I will be guiding you on how now you can do the same thing. Okay, you can do the same thing. Some points are way too repetitive. Okay, some points are way too what? Repetitive. Mrs. Daka, Madonna, Stumbeko, and others. Have we gotten something here, guys? I hope we have gotten something. So I'm going to give you another summary. Take note, I will not ask you to answer the summary. No, no, no. I'm going to give you the other summary. Just identify the points. Once you are done identifying the points, I'm going also to give you another summary. I'm going to give you 3 questions just on summaries. I just want you guys to be safe whenever it comes to identifying points. I do believe that once you know how to identify points, writing is too simple. Okay, then after now identifying the points, I'm going now to show you how we do what we reduce them, because you must not copy and paste exactly the way it is in the paragraph. It's way too wrong. Okay, we have to do that process in English, which we call what? Brevity. Yeah, whereby the process of shortening the same longer passages minus you tampering with the meaning. Yeah, that point. Okay, so that's what it is, guys. See you in the group, guys. See you in the group, as I will be dropping other 2 summaries. You just give me points, then I'll also give you the other summary, so that at least you give another points. Okay, you just give the points, then the issues of writing, they're going to come at a later date, whereby I'm going to guide you fully. I hope everything has been grasped. Thank you very much. Otherwise, this has been your presenter, Mulekwa Bright, or you can simply call me Bright Mlekwa Tutor. To all those interested to join us, or rather to be part of us, you can simply WhatsApp me on this line, which is 0777 37 44 44 on WhatsApp. Otherwise, thank you very much.